I'm Tim Roller of Whitetail Journey TV, and I'm at Bohning Archery today talking with my good friend Mike Collins about a brand new product for 2013 from Bohning. It's the new mini server. Mike, this thing, I'm telling you what, so many times we talk about some of the simplest products on the market, or some of the simplest changes make the biggest difference in the world, and I think you guys have hit it right on the head with the new mini server. You put it down next to a traditional server, and right away you see the biggest difference. Obviously, you hear it in the name, is the mini server, but look at the size difference there.
Mini, you said it. The mini server is about half the size of a traditional serving jig. With that comes the exact same benefits, features, and then some added to it.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those. At 1.5 inches, I know this was designed around today's modern bows. Modern bows today have gone, the range is kind of shorter and smaller, more compact. Not only axle to axle, but everything's compressed between the cables and the string. The brace heights of these bows have really shrunk down, and it makes it virtually impossible to use a traditional server without putting the bow in a press, using a string separator, so many other additional tools. You don't have to worry about that anymore with the mini server.
Nope, not at all. The tight, compact size of it all, drop away rest, those seem to be a staple anymore.
Sure.
With having to tie those in or working on your cables, strings, etc.
You can get in there with this.
Exactly, not a problem at all.
Right on, put the bow in your lap and you can work on it now with the mini server.
Yep.
One of the other things that you incorporated into this is these wing features that you call them.
Exactly.
Tell me why you did that.
Well, because it's so small, and you don't have quite the handle that you might have on a larger traditional size serving jig, we had to incorporate some way to make this easy to use. Naturally, it's small, so that makes it easy to use, but when you throw those wings on there, when you're flipping that around your string, in a matter of minutes, you're done serving.
Yeah,
so
just a lot easier to use the tool. The other thing that you put on here is a tension button on the side.
Yes. People asked and they raised questions about, well, with something so small, how am I going to set my tension or make sure that? But incorporating a thumb screw on the one side, it allows for you to get your hands in there, play with it, find your sweet spot and your tension, if you will, and then you're good to go.
Not only does this make it easy for the do-it-yourselfer or the home guy that likes to work on his bow, eliminates all those tools, there's so many applications for this in hunting situations. You're not having to go on a long, say a western hunt or a hunt up in Canada or wherever you might be going for a week, 2 weeks at a time, and carry a lot of extra tools with you now. You can take this, you don't have to bring the bow press, you don't have to bring a spreader, and you can work on your bow in the field, in the tent at night with a flashlight on your lap.
Oh, yeah.
You can reinstall a drop away if you have to. You can fix a serving. You're not going to have a lot of extra cumbersome stuff, which is really important on those pack hunts.
We all know how that goes, especially pack hunts where guys count ounces.
Sure.
I mean, in the Midwest, we might count pounds, but when you get out west, they count ounces. And when you're hauling in, 30, 40 pounds of gear, the last thing you want is something like this that you may not know if you're going to need or use.
Well, not only if you're using this, but you've got to carry all the other things with you.
Exactly.
To use this. This is all in one. You're not going to have to carry anything else except this. You're going to be able to fix anything on your bow that requires any kind of serving. It comes with over 13 feet
You're right.
of serving thread on it. So you're going to be able to get through, weeks, probably a season.
Yeah, you could do yours and your buddies at camp if you needed to.
I'll tell you what, folks. You got to check out the new mini server from Bohning. Look them up online at bohning.com.